Guns and school shootings are definitely a problem. I have a true story that happened to me. About 5 or 6 years ago, I was 7 or 8, and I was camping with my dad, my friend, and his dad. Around 6 p.m., we were fishing for catfish, kind of like a catch and cook. Then later, at about 11, we were confronted by two guys on a big speedboat, and they paused and started yelling at us. They seemed to be drunk, but they were shouting racial slurs and saying, "We're taking our country back and sending you people back where you came from." At that point, my dad was already standing up, and he shouted back, "Are you talking to us? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I pay my taxes just like any other American citizen." Then those strangers replied, "Well, you don't belong here, and we're going to make sure you aren't here." It was at that moment that we realized that they were holding guns. I told my dad in fear that I saw the guns. Then my dad said as calmly as possible to those strangers, "We don't want any trouble. We are here with two kids, and we are just trying to fish for catfish." Set, go. Then my dad turned to my 11-year-old friend and said, "Hurry and take Mike and go hide in the woods, and don't come out unless I say it's safe." Set. What I didn't know at that time was that my dad was starting to cry because he was scared that those men were going to shoot us. He told me this when I was 12, because a 7-year-old kid wouldn't understand. Stop. Set. Behind the bushes, my friend was trying to calm me down and keep me quiet as I was crying, and I didn't know what was going on. Meanwhile, my dad was trying to survive and stop those guys from shooting us. About 10 minutes later, those guys finally left us alone and floated off. Not long after, we fell asleep. When we woke up, we awoke from the rain and went home. My dad told me when I was 12, those guys could have killed us, and no one would have ever known. And that really made me wake up and smell the smoke. And I realized that what happened all those years ago, that should not be allowed to happen. A father shouldn't have to worry about crazy people with guns harming his son. Yet no one has to do anything about it.